perfect.
It's
Oh
perfect.
my god. There's not even enough chairs. Okay.
It's fine. Molly and I will stand.
Good
Or
lord.
sit on the floor.
Got this.
Alright. Okay. Brookes. Farkas come to me 2 days ago and told me he can't handle being sheriff. He doesn't have the time. Every time he wakes up, people are jumping on him. So he's practically resigned. It was a regretful resign, but he's done it. Okay? Which
Okay.
I think you were looking
Which
forward to
me
work
as the new sheriff.
and Molly's going to be the new sheriff. I need a bank opening to go and make it official. It's not official.
But we want them to be the law.
Congratulations on the what do you call it? Promotion.
I mean, if you
Well,
want to be sheriff, you can, right?
So, the thing is,
Oh, jeez.
All right. We need law people in our town. We need people that want to be law and want to be good law, but we don't know where to find them.
I mean, out here, I mean, that's define good people.
Define good law.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
People who ain't afraid to do something about it.
Yeah.
People who don't go around trying to play the rules and bend everything to their will, instead just go out and do something about it.
people who call a shovel and a spade a spade.
Right.
Because at the moment, I'm
All right.
kind of lawless. Well, I have Molly. Don't get me wrong. But,
Well,
you know.
I'm more of a pacifist than an. Yeah, anything.
So,
Okay.
do you guys think that you'd ever be interested in being law? Like being sheriffs and deputies?
The only downside to being a sheriff is that you have to live in a town.
I know.
You have to live here.
I know.
Yeah.
Deputy's not bad because you don't have to live here.
But see,
You just
that's
have to
what
be
we're
around.
asking.
Yeah,
We're asking if you want to join and be our law.
Because if
Do
you,
we get paid?
yeah, I can work out something. I'll pay you.
Okay.
Because
I know if
Y'all can
I
think it
need
over.
the
You
law.
can discuss it.
He's
You
been
don't have
going,
to give us an answer
you
now.
don't have to do it now. It's just something I'm putting on the table, you know? Like, we need law. You want to be a bounty hunter, Brookes, you know? But you could be a
Yeah,
you could
I've
be
had
law.
interest in being a deputy, but I mean, like I said, for one, you don't have to live in town to be a deputy, and
Yeah, I know.
well, that's a big thing is living in a
Yeah,
town.
but see, in my head, I'm just imagining Hugo walking up to Mark with that gold star on his chest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of benefits to wearing the star, and obviously you guys are aware of our like rumored history and how some people feel of
Rumors, schmoomers.
family.
That doesn't
Well,
affect us.
it's rumors until
So-
they get evidence to prove shit. Which they don't
You've
have.
never been arrested, you've never been taken to court.
No, that's the entire
I'm
thing
pretty
that we've
sure-
dealt with is that
Yeah.
we keep
Hugo's
hearing
been
people
arrested,
whispering.
but then he also got shot for it while in custody, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I've actually ever been arrested, as I don't recall what happened, but what I've been told by witnesses is that I was brought into Green Crossing Jail. I did not come out.
No, you went
least for
willingly.
a
You were
long
injured
time.
and unarmed, and Mark came up and asked if you were going to go with him, and you said, yeah, sure, and you walked over. They beat the shit out of you, dragged you out, put handcuffs on you, and you returned to a shot all to shit.
Mark's a snake. I've known
So-
he's
Yep.
been a snake for a long time, so that's why I'm not there.
Oh yeah, that's why we hate him.
That's why I hate
We
him
were
too.
laughing at all the shit that keeps going wrong with him.
I mean, he's not allowed to be here in town unless he's here on official business.
Yep.
And
He-
even then, we usually send him packing.
He normally stands outside the entrance asking if he can come in. He's not allowed in my town.
Blood.
I used to allow him to come here to deal with Ellie with sheriff business. It was the only time he was ever allowed in here. And he still asked if he could come in. But also, I can have Molly as a sheriff, right? And then hire 2 deputies. So that's something else we could do too. And
Right.
my deputies can be not in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the deputy is kind of appealing, because you don't have to live in the town. You can just hang out there, be there all the time, visit a lot.
I just need law people that want to work. And as I said, I'm willing to pay. So
Yeah. I mean, I would prefer a scenario where Molly doesn't have to be the sheriff.
yeah,
but
same. I do too.
if she does, then
We'll do it
she
that way.
does.
Yeah. But the offer's there. If you guys wanna,
I mean, it's a
Be
pretty
law.
good deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
Yeah.
a little bit of time to think about. We gotta weigh the pros
course.
and cons, you know.
you,
a little
you
bit,
yeah,
and then,
go for it. You discuss it with your family. You know, I know you got a family.
Like I said, I'm definitely not turning it down completely. Like I said, I do have interest in being a deputy.
Yeah.
Further than that, like the sheriff thing on Hugo's part, because he looked all right with the gold star.
Mm.
But like that's a lot to consider too with move-in and all that.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
we can work
And
out a
then being
price for
townies, which
payment
is
for you
weird as
guys.
hell.
You know, something that's fair.
Right.
You know, we've got a good central location. It's beautiful out here. We got the cattle station set all up. All you have to do is move in.
It's quiet majority of the time. Very
Yeah.
rarely. We don't have. Well, I'm gonna touch wood again. But we haven't had no trouble here. So
And well, the citizens, your house is your house. People are not allowed to
Yep.
go into your house unless they're invited in by you guys, or by the owner of the.
mm.
Alright then.
It's something to think about. I don't like sharing my shit. People poking around my shit.
Well, that's why we all have our own houses. so
Yeah,
that's
we
our
all have
space.
our own houses. I have my family in my
Oh.
house. I share a house
Yep.
with my family. I got my daughter and my boyfriend in my house. So
I mean, the most I do is maybe poke my head inside the door to put a bad box down with a notice that they need to see when they wake up, but that's it.
Hmm.
We got room for one more big barn, and what is it? Two
One
more
little
small
barn.
ones?
yeah,
I believe it's
Yep.
2 small ones and 3 allowed.
Oh, we allowed two
Let's
small
say
and 3
Tanner and
big.
Padre.
Yeah.
we're allowed
Well,
3
what do they
large
do?
and yeah.
Tanner's
Oh,
a farmer. He breeds the sheep, and Padre's a doctor. Though he's
Oh,
more of a
okay.
doctor on the lines of like he likes to make drugs, and he might patch you up if you get shot, but he's not. He's
Oh,
good
no,
at
that's
really
fine.
deep and dirty things.
Oh,
Yeah, we would definitely have room for sheep. Either get his own barn or share with Brian. And we got a doctor's office all set up. We just ain't got a doctor.
Can make all the drugs he wants.
Right.
and
I mean, you won't
well,
have to do pet runs no more because we got cattle station. He can breed the cows and sell them.
That's true.
It's like, how much does Brian make a cow, Molly?
Probably makes about $70 a day.
See, that's
Yep.
nice income. I think that's easier than
Just
pelt
from
runs,
selling
right?
cattle.
Yep.
Yeah, especially considering the location of it.
That's why we don't touch it, because of where it is. We do fox pelt returns, but that's as much as we do.
Right.
But that's easy. That's going up to the Hottenden.
I think the worst
And,
thing about
well-
pelt runs is just running it to the bank down the river. Other than that, I mean, we're at a good location for it all, personally.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, and well, we help make sure that there's materials here for whatever you need. It actually brings us joy to be.
Now, you
Yeah.
have considered that it might bring, like, complications to the town if we were law here, right?
We're
Not on
prepared
our
for
part,
that.
but people with,
Listen.
grudges and shit.
The thing is, none of y'all have been taken to court. Y'all are innocent. And if y'all are trying to, like, turn over a new leaf, I'm all for it. I'm all for giving you a second chance. And other than that, in theory, just don't shit where you eat and don't get caught.
Alright, just wanted to, bring that out there. Just
We we don't hold grudges and we don't listen to other people's rumors. We get to know people for how we get to know them.
Well, I hold grudges against Church and Mark, but that's it.
But
we know
That's
them.
we
fine.
know them and they
We know
treated
them.
us
Yeah,
wrong.
true.
So they evicted me from a bloody town, for crying out loud. Deserves everything he gets. That
Yeah.
man.
Town that we fucking
And
built,
Mark's a
paid
snake.
for.
So yeah, we build and paid for that town. So. And if
Yeah,
anyone
y'all
else
go
runs
home,
around and
discuss it.
calls our town any names or anything, I don't like them either. Because we've never done anything wrong to people.
Right.
I mean, I think we continually piss off Green's Crossing, but that's their issue, not ours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Triple J
I'm sure
was in
you
here.
do by continuing to exist.
Yeah, he was in here earlier wanting me to get Rude to make it a town ordinance that conspiracy and extortion was a felony in here,
wait, what?
so that they
They
could
think
arrest
I'm
the
a
Russians,
dumbass.
which is like,
yeah.
that's not a thing.
And
And then when I told him that we're not going to do that, we're not going to be role players, he told me I was being mean and nasty.
and said that she needed to ask me, the mayor. he must
Yeah,
have thought
'cause
I was
he
a
was
dumbass.
definitely-
The mayor that sets the rules. As
You
far as I know,
definitely
it's the
don't
mayor.
want to discuss legal matters with the fucking judge.
No, definitely not.
So I think they're planning on having that as a town ordinance up at Greens Crossing.
Because fucking look, that's not a thing. Town ordinances are only ever misdemeanors. And I think ours are very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever read them. I just read
Well,
half the
they're
town
there,
ordinances I
so
go
if
to.
people break them, we can fault them for it.
It's no picking of trees and
I think-
bushes,
Wait.
for one.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember you charged like for wearing that mask. That was an ordinance. That wasn't. Okay, it got paid by
Yeah.
somebody else. That was the thing. That was funny.
Yeah, I wasn't actually gonna fine him for that, but since he volunteered, we got some free booze out of the deal.
Who was
Yeah,
that?
no, that was his idea anyway. So Ed.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No masks is another one. No
Unless
running through
permitted.
town. Yeah, because Tito's been permitted. Tito has a disfigurement under his mask, so I allow him to wear a mask in town.
yeah, but that red shit you were wearing, that ain't never gonna be allowed whether you're living here or not, because that's just too scary.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Maybe for Halloween, but not on a regular basis.
Maybe sometimes on the weekend.
Yeah, maybe sometimes on the weekend.
All right.
So, just out of question of curiosity, y'all, this town forbid alcohol?
No,
It's a can out
Forbid?
the window.
Oh, okay.
No.
He's circling.
Why would we forbid alcohol?
Hello?
It's something in the conversation earlier. I thought y'all didn't allow alcohol.
We drink
Oh,
all the
you
It seems
time.
like you're a very. Well, this seems like a very child-orientated town, so.
The only kind of alcohol I would forbid is Dr. Blacksmith Taylor or Taylor Blacksmith. He drinks constantly and
Hardy,
he poops himself and
come on
stuff.
in.
Like I don't want that
I was just kind of
in my town.
had a funny thought that like if either one of us would become law, don't matter if we're a sheriff or a deputy, I could throw him in jail, sober him up, fine him for drunken behavior. I think it's just be
Drunk
funny.
and disorderly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't mind having a drink sometimes ourselves. Like
I mean, Ruth does frog skins.
I love frog
And
skins.
she doesn't pussy out either. She
I-
waits for them to wear off.
I enjoy them for the whole time that you have them,
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Let's get Tanner up to speed. Thanks for getting there.
Yeah.
Wait, I just heard something about law and all that. Okay.
Tenor.
It's fine. Don't worry.
The question that I've put to you guys is, my sheriff is Farkas, right? Farkas doesn't have the time to be a sheriff, and he's resigned practically. He told me 2 days ago that he doesn't want to be a sheriff now. It's too much for him because, when he wakes up, he doesn't have many hours to do stuff. So, anyway, that's left me with Molly as a sheriff, and I want people that can be real law. So I've put on the table that would you guys like to be law for my town? Which means maybe you could join our town. That's what the offer is, okay?
I see.
But you guys can go home and talk about it. I'm willing to pay to have people be my law, but I need a sheriff. I need someone that wants to be a sheriff.
Right.
And a strong sheriff,
But
someone
I'd like a
that's
little more than me.
a sheriff's a big job. You got to deal with all those other asshole sheriffs out there,
I'm not even part of law, and I know what the fuck it means.
But I'm willing to pay to have, I'll pay a weekly wage for sheriffs and deputies. I really don't mind. We'll work out a price.
Alright, then.
But you guys talk about it amongst yourselves too. Talk to your family and make sure that it's something that you all want to do,
Yeah, take the
definitely,
weekend.
definitely.
Think it over.
Yeah. Because I'm probably not. I'm not even gonna. Because I was going to go try and get a bank opening, but I'm not even gonna bother now. I'm gonna wait until I find out what's happening with you guys, and then I'll get it all official then. Because otherwise, I'll be changing it again in a couple of days. So.
Yeah, you might as well. No,
Just give us a little bit.
I have a
Of
deputy
course.
here. Farkas is still sheriff at the moment, and I know that if he had to, he'd deal with it if he woke up. He doesn't want it all the time, so he's resigned. I don't blame him. He was pressured into it in the first place. The reason he became it was because Ellie and Jasper weren't going to be awake anymore. So.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask what the hell happened to them. I guess they just fucked off.
They're still a part of town. They're still here. They just don't wake up very much. They wake up like once a week. That's all.
Now, here's a question actually. If your previous sheriff Ellie starts being a lot more active, what's that?
Oh,
what's
no.
gonna happen?
No, I'm not putting her back.
She's not getting it back like that. No.
No. That's just handing her
Okay,
stuff
then.
on a silver plate,
She left
making her
us
think
high
that
and
she's
dry.
king shit. Because she left us really out of this, she left us, shit.
Probably high
No.
and dry.
Yeah. There's no way in hell that
Alright,
her
then.
or Jasper are going to be law again. So.
And if you become the sheriff, if you want to rebuild the jail, we can do that too. No
Yep.
problem.
Alright,
Drop
then.
pit in there. I've always wanted to put a drop pit in the jail.
That I don't know about. I think that would take up too much. We can build a drop pit somewhere else.
It's like just when they step in, you just open the floor and they just fall into their cell, and that's
You
where
need
they're
to
stuck.
close that
And you
bathroom
throw
door,
food
dude.
down at them when they're hungry. In a
I
piss
mean,
bucket when they
that-
gotta go.
That does sound pretty good, but I don't think
See?
there's gonna be room in there. We can build one somewhere else, and you can take them up there.
Alright,
I'm just gonna look the other way.
I'd have to look at it. I'm pretty good at crafty at making cool shit.
Oh yeah, you're a carpenter too.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Then if you wanted to, you could rebuild the jail. But I'm
No,
still,
we're still talking about. We're
I
still
know,
gonna
so
talk
no,
about it.
She's getting excited now. This is the same as when we decided to build the school, and I was all, yeah, you get to build again.
Drop it, Hugo. Drop it. Can't you just
We're
drop
still
it,
talking
mark it,
about
fuck
You,
it?
you need to have a family meeting.
Yeah, you need to have a family meeting, and you need to be sure this is not a decision you make lightly.
No, it's definitely not.
Moving into a town's a big thing. Even I know what, town life, some people just can't do it, and I understand that. I 100%
And yes,
understand that.
The
Yeah.
option, like, even if someone took, like, the deputy or whatever, like, so we wouldn't have to live in town. So that's that. But
Yeah.
it's the sheriff position that has to be in town.
Yeah.
Wait, Hugo, if you became sheriff, can I be your undersheriff?
We sadly don't have
We
it.
don't have that.
We need to upgrade town for
Damn
that.
it.
I was
fine,
about to
that'll
say,
happen.
don't make
We're
me
not willing.
choose.
We're a
like
tier
that.
2, and we really don't want to upgrade because upgrading means taxes
It's a
double.
lot of taxes.
It's way too much.
Alright, fine.
It's
Yeah.
$400 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
Ew.
that sounds awful. Screw that.
Mm.
I'll just be a badass as a
Our,
deputy.
our taxes at the
But
moment
we
are only
can-
200 a week. We manage.
Yeah. But we can purchase a third deputy slot for $500. We've done that before.
Yeah.
That
Alright, then.
can be done.
Give Padre a badge. He can
God.
chase him down with his peg leg. Just throw it at him.
Peg leg. No, deputy peg leg. Wait, no. Peg leg deputy
leg
pastor
padre.
padre.
Oh, holy shit,
Oh.
yes.
Holy
Boy.
shit.
Wait, no. Doctor deputy peg leg pastor padre.
That's the padre.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I forgot he's a pastor, too.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Either of you have any questions before we go?
I actually do kinda.
Well,
Were you barren? Cause Jimmy told me you were. I don't know if I should trust Jimmy, but there was something else too. Cause when he was being
What,
arraigned,
Jimmy?
the first
Jimmy talked
Jimmy
a lot of
D.
bullshit.
Jimmy did
Jimmy
talk
talked
a lot
a
of
lot of
bullshit,
shit.
but there was something else that made me think of it too. You remember I told you? He was in the cell and he said to me, you gotta be careful cause them bandits, they really like the name of your town. I said, oh, you mean that Baron guy? And he said, no, Hugo and them. He kept saying your town's name, so be careful, they're gonna come for you. And that just made me think that maybe you were the one going around calling yourself Baron.
I would first off love to see his evidence.
Yeah, I
And
think his
second
evidence is
off,
a pile
I
of
don't
bullshit.
know. The only time I really recall ever talking about your town is about your prices. And that's kind of it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we're expensive, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
but I'll
mean,
cover
for
that.
me, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he was
I
full
know.
of shit.
I know we're expensive. It's okay.
Well, I don't
No,
think we're
no.
expensive.
Though,
I
your
think
donkeys
everyone
are
else
pretty
is
damn good,
cheap.
though.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't know how much you want to trust the word of somebody who shot a child in the back 4 times for
Yeah, no,
self-defense.
that was some bull crap. JJ fixed. He fucked that up.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
Triple
some
J?
choice
Yeah.
opinions of him.
Yeah, I was not happy about that sentencing.
Well, you got to ask your question. Are you happy now, Andie?
Yeah, I'm happy.
All right.
I mean, I figured it was probably shit, because, you know, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's bullshit.
Is that fucker still around?
No, I
I
haven't
don't think
seen
so.
him.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen him,
don't know
thankfully.
idea.
Thank fucking God.
It's a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah.
Worst neighbors ever.
I can't really decide who was worse, him or Tenpenny.
Uh,
Or the teacher.
Jimmy.
Tenpenny was fun.
Jimmy.
I mean, at least
Tenpenny was just
Tenpenny...
amusing.
Tenpenny didn't go around shooting people. He did threaten someone with a pitchfork, but... You know.
I
I
like
don't
At
think
least
Tenpenny
Jimmy
gonna
didn't
hurt her.
continuously come to my property harassing my family, and I'm pretty sure he was the one responsible for the massive pile of rat shit that was on my porch one morning.
Ugh.
So that was the reason why you had that book with the ordinances for your thing outside your town?
Oh no, that was for the bullshit search warrant that happened ages back.
Oh,
The search warrant, not search warrant, they just raided on
Yeah.
our property. And didn't find shit,
Oh.
and then felt like asses about it, but were too stubborn to admit they're wrong.
I mean, for
And
what
then they
it's
kept
worth...
pointing fingers for every other town,
Yeah.
saying it was them. They had that at
I mean,
first.
for what it's worth, I know Jeremy felt terrible that things were done wrong. He was embarrassed. He really was embarrassed.
At the very least, you know, I respect him more than the other ones.
I'm
Because he, at the
recording.
very least, came and apologized.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Jeremy was a good person. He's a decent man.
Yeah.
Well, he stayed back at his mother's farm, so
That's why he ended
Right.
up giving up his you know, his deputy stuff, and that he couldn't deal with all the shitheads around here.
Right.
Some people just can't do it. You know, what I'm asking of you guys is a pretty big thing, and it's hard work. So, but it's up to you guys. You can talk about it with your
Right.
family and get back to us. Let us
It's
know.
one of those things. It's hard work, sure. At the same time, though, moving into somebody else's town, you're moving in on their space, and it's weird. It's not yours. You didn't help build it.
Yeah, I
it's
understand
awkward.
all that. We're pretty much a family here. We do everything together, and everything's done. We decide things together. You know, even colours of buildings and things are decided together. It's not just a singular thing. And no one's single in this town, I'm afraid. We do things together.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, aside from the blacksmith shop, we ended up being so goddamn busy that we had to make it separate. We all share the resources in the workroom. Like, if you gather wood, you're not just gathering for yourself, you're gathering for everyone. And everyone is always keeping everything topped up. The only thing we sometimes run out of is metal.
but we all sell
Right.
stuff in the general store. You know, everyone has a part
Yeah.
in there where they can sell their goods, and we just all work from the workshop.
And, I mean, if we come in here, I know you're gunsmiths, it wouldn't be a problem to set up some separate metal containers in there specifically for you, so that people don't steal away from all your metal. Because we don't need much metal in town anymore since we're finished building.
Right.
yeah, and seeing as the blacksmith has his own metal supplies place, there wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, well, he stores all his in his own shop now, anyway. But he ended up
Yeah.
too busy too. I didn't like having 10 people at the door of the warehouse, you know, while he's having to do blacksmithing. So we decided to make him his own shop because it was just too much having that many people in that storage room.
Well, Brooks, Tanner, I mean, any of you, any more questions?
Nope.
No.
And, yeah, we do have a kit here in town, but we're not, you know, super tender-footed around her. We swear in front of her and all that. It's not a problem.
We
My
drink in
rule
front
kids
of
is
her.
I prefer they stay 6 feet away. I despise hugs, and I know they think it's funny, but I will smack a kid if they keep it up, and I warn them.
Yeah, but you know
multiple
what?
times,
If
like,
you tell Millie you don't like hugs, she will not hug you. I will make sure of it. And so will Rue.
Yeah.
That's
well,
your
she had-
personal
That's
she
my
had an
space.
daughter,
incident in Union where she did, and I'm like, I'm going to smack this child. And then she thought it was funny, and I'm telling them the same with Onyx. Like, you guys keep it up, I will hit you. I'd like
Alright,
the
well-
personal space thing.
Yeah, I'm sure Rue will remind her of that. If people don't like hugs, you shouldn't hug them, because I'm not a particular fan of hugs either.
I've never
I
even hugged
tolerate
you
them,
ever,
but I don't really
Andie,
like them.
So There's
No,
that.
but Millie does. The only reason I let her do it is because she's a kid.
Yeah.
And she's kind of cute.
But yeah, I don't have any questions. Just nothing left but to discuss. Weigh the options, good, the bad.
All right. Well, we can
Yep.
wrap this up then if everyone's finished.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for the chat.
I mean, I think your office looks great.
My
You got a little
I liked it.
inkwell and
Very
everything.
snug, yes.
hell no. I gotta
I need
decorate.
a couple more lights.
Yeah, I haven't decorated this
What do you
building
Little
mean?
campfire
at
in the
all.
middle.
That's why. I'll get it done. I've been taking my time on purpose because it gives me something to do.
Ow!
That was Rue's fault.
No, it wasn't. Bullshit, Molly. I was nowhere near the
Oh,
door.
you went through the. Yeah, you went through the door. That's why it closed.
Look at that.
Yeah, can I,
it's all
actually, before we go, can I do something real quick?
Yeah. What do you want to
What?
do?
What?
Brooks, come here. Brooks, come here. You open up the jail.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just want to test something real quick.
Come on in.
Could you open up one of the cells?
Sorry.
We open it.
Brooks, I went there for a second.
You want me to willingly go into a freaking jail cell?
Get in.
Just humor me for a
Come
second.
on.
You're under arrest.
What the fuck for? I'll stab your mother.
It's a good thing she's already dead.
Well, shit, I'll stab her in the ground with something.
Good luck
Shovel.
doing that with 6 feet of dirt.
That's a lot of work to go through to stab someone. That's dedication right there.
And like an inch with a coffin. I don't know where she's buried, actually. That feels good. You're under arrest. That feels good.
Hold up. Bump. Bump.
That's fine, do it.
Yes,
We
you're
need a
under
bit more
arrest.
lighting in here, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, we
quite
never
dark.
put any
Private
lights in
shit
here.
bucket over here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
You got
you-
a privacy wall for your shit bucket.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
actually
that's
bigger than my
decent,
room.
isn't it? Get your
I
own
mean,
shit
before
corner.
Ellie, she had an actual toilet in there, and I figured that's a bit too much, but you do
Yeah.
deserve a
You don't
bucket
need
so
a
the pee
toilet.
doesn't get all
Just
over
give 'em
the
a
floor.
bucket.
Alright, let's go. No need to open up the cell.
Hey,
All right, Hoover.
Bye, Brooks.
It's all right.
I will
Brooks.
hack it.
I'm gonna let you out.
20
Here.
years later.
Come on.
I mean, you're kind of petite. You could maybe squeeze out the hole.
I was
Ow!
contemplating.
It got me in the nose, Molly.
If you greased her up a little bit, she could slip through the balls.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think she could get through these, don't you think?
Yeah, I reckon.
I reckon.
She don't have them childbearing hips like I do.
And I sure as hell don't have any boobs, so
Yeah, I do that too. That'd be squished.
Okay,
Alright,
well,
swung
here's
them over
where
your
we're
shoulder.
going.
Well, you guys
Bye.
have a good day. Be safe. Hooroo.
Have a good night.
And we'll be happy whenever we hear from you.
I think that went good. Hmm?
I think so too.
Well, I think we're at the very least going to have some deputies around.
That'll be good.
Yes.